It's the Behind the Shades show.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Behind the Shades. Breaking up is hard to do. And by breaking up, I mean we're going to talk about the bromance that was, the bromance that is no longer, the bromance that has disappeared in the month of love, baby. Andrew Tate, Sneako, two people who are at odds. So before we dive into this any further, I want to play this for you guys.
I don't think I sold him out, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time. He's not my boy. He's not like Tristan. You know, I hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me, desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me. It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like, he'd beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side. Back and forth, anything for views. Very strange. So I was like, I'm not going to talk to him anymore. So I didn't talk to him for 4 long years. I'm going to avoid this guy because he's just weird. And then I get to Miami. I speak to Clav, and Clav is with Nick Fuentes, and he begs for Sneako to come. And I said, Sneako's weird. Begs and begs and begs. Here we are. Who's on the internet insulting me? Sneaky. Sneaky's now on the internet with an opinion. Luckily, he doesn't matter.
I didn't answer his text messages. When I didn't give him attention, I just had to put some distance. It's not you, Sneako, it's me. I need to make sure you understand that you understand it's okay. I need to take my life in a different direction, and the direction I'm taking my life can't involve you. I'm sorry. It is someone else.
He wanted to be me, and he copied me for a very long time. And then eventually, via Fresh and Fit, he came out to see me. And then he was really weird. So I stopped talking to him. And for years, I didn't talk to him because he's done many very weird things.
Here's the question that we all want to know. When Andrew says he calls himself Sneako, that means he's sneaky.
And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like, you're naming yourself Sneaky.
But does it also mean this?
For sneakers. For sneaking.
Let's listen to what else Grandpa Tate, aka Abraham Cobra, has to say.
And this controversy's over. He's going to have to go back to making videos no one watches and trying to find some other controversy. He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics. He's not, and no Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He's not in a position where if he says the wrong thing, the royal family in Dubai will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like, he's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing because he doesn't matter. So I don't think I sold him out. I was told he played the song because Justin and I were playing country music, and then Justin's phone got taken off him and the song was put on. Everyone said Sneako put it on. So when I went there, I said, well, I didn't put on the song. Sneako put it on. I mean, there's no point in trying to hide who put on the song. It's on fucking camera.
You remember in your 20s when you broke up with someone and they couldn't take no for an answer? And wherever you went, they just happened to be there? You went to a club, they happened to be there. You went to a restaurant, they happened to be there. You used the third stall in the washroom and they just happened to be in the second stall, looking underneath to make sure that it's you by checking your shoes. And when you were finished, they would finish, and then they would come out and wash their hands next to you while staring at you and not saying a word. That is psycho behavior. And maybe that's actually just happening to me. But that is what he's describing. 4 years I had to avoid this person. And then when we show up, they're like, please, talk to him. Be his friend. Answer his text message once in a while. And then he did. And then what happened? The club incident where they played the Kanye West song and all hell broke loose because that song is offensive to the Jewish community. So now they began to point fingers. Andrew Tate, he went on a world tour blaming Sneako about the situation. And then Sneako had his reply. And then the men in between this bromance had to pick sides. And any time there's a peer group that is toxic, chaotic, there's always going to be that one person that's a downfall. The fall guy. The person who's expendable. The person, when compared to everybody else, is not as valuable. That is the lesson that Sneako's learning. That's why this continues on. And this is what we can learn from it, because the interesting part about this is that, one, you have Andrew Tate going around the globe apologizing and talking about it. The second hand, you have people on the outside laughing. 2026 is the year that keeps on giving, right? It is Christmas every single day when it comes to the nonsense and the madness of these type of men. Because they will tell you not to react emotionally, but they do. They would tell you they're not about the drama, but they are. They will try to paint a narrative that they're very alpha and masculine, but a song was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something that is very important. Your superheroes or people that you hold in high regard, they put their underwear on one leg at a time, just like you. Some may even jump to do it. The second thing, men on the internet like these guys, there is something deep inside them that they're very insecure or sensitive about. And that is why anytime one situation, which on the surface doesn't seem to be that serious, always explodes publicly. And then they get in their feelings. And then they go here and there and everywhere to apologize for it or to tell their story, because they're not secure in themselves and saying that I'm going to explain it once and move on. They will never move on. And the third thing is, look to your left, look to your right. There's some people within your peer group that has already identified who's expendable. So when it hits the fan, you're going to be the person to fall. And when you fall, it's going to be a lonely path to get back up.